What's up, guys? It's Rocky505, and we are back with more Pokemon White version. In the last episode, we cleared out the cold storage and took care of Team Plasma, so we are now able to go and face the 5th gym here in Driftveil City. But first, I was going to do a few other things. But also, let's talk about the question of the day. What's your favorite town music in Pokemon? And of course, I'd have to say Driftveil City here is mine. Just listen to it. It just sounds so amazing to me. But before we go to take on the gym, I believe there's an item. Yeah, there is an item up here. It's an Ultra Ball. Nice. That will come in handy for us. I want to come over here to Route 6 because there are a couple of Pokemon we can catch here. So I'm going to try and capture all these new Pokemon here on this route. So let's see if we can find them. We already have the first one here, Carablast. Let's see. I mean, you'll obviously live a Rock Smash since you resist it. Oh my goodness, that thing really got a 5-hit Fury attack off on us. I'm surprised that we're slower than him. I mean, Boldore is slow, but I didn't think we'd be that slow. Don't flinch me. We should be able to catch us now, especially since we have these net balls to use. And we got him. When they feel threatened, they spit an acidic liquid to drive attackers away. This Pokemon targets Shelmet. The clamping Pokemon. Wow, that's a weird name for him, to be honest. Nothing really clamps about him. But yes, it targets Shelmet because that's how they evolve. If you trade a Shelmet for a Carablast, the Carablast pretty much steals the shell of Shelmet and it evolves. Alright, I'm going to pause right quick until we find the next new Pokemon on this route, which it shouldn't take long. But I'll see you guys in a second. And here's the next one. It is Fungus. Okay, this thing's level 25. I think it'll survive a headbutt. Yeah, there we go. Because Fungus is a bulky Pokemon. So I figured it would have lived that. Okay, let's just throw a Great Ball at this. And there we go, we got Fungus. For some reason, this Pokemon resembles a Pokeball. They release poison spores to repel those who try to catch them. Well, this one didn't release no poisonous spores on us. And here we have the final Pokemon, well, the final new Pokemon on this route. It's Deerling. I don't think we can really hit this with anything with Boldore to weaken it. Man, I don't know if we can weaken this thing at all with what we have. Surely it can live a dig from Mocha. Like, even though Mocha has the soft sand right now, okay, that thing made a play there. I mean, Boldore is weak to fighting, I guess. Like, going from a fighting weakness to a fighting weakness was gonna pay off either way. Okay, let's try and use Dig on it. I mean, I could have just used Sing. Okay, and try Double Kick again. Well, surely this doesn't do too much. Yeah, that didn't do a lot. I'm gonna swap the Feint Attack now. But I like Deerling. It's probably one of my favorite grass types in the Unova Dex. It's probably one of the grass types I'd lean towards using the most outside of Snivy and Levani. Like its moveset like starts kind of like minuscule, but it grows a lot throughout the game. Not the rest of the game, at least. The turning of the seasons changes the color and scent of this Pokemon's fur. People use it to mark the seasons. Okay, with that, we have captured all the new Pokemon on this route. And I am now going to go heal real quick, and we will go take on the 5th gym. All right, let's head to the gym now. Clay, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Getsus of Team Plasma. I've come to pick up my associates who are in your care. I don't need no thanks now. Your buddies were trying to steal some folks' Pokemon. What's this? It seems as if there has been some misunderstanding. We only free Pokemon from wicked people. Well, that sounds real nice if it's true. I may not talk purty, but at least I'm an honest man. You talk real nice, but what you're saying kinda sounds like lying. So tell me, plain, what are you trying to say? Team Plasma also has an interest in Driftveil City, and we have many, many more members besides those who are here. Well, I can't tell if you're lying or not, but I reckon you've won this without a fight. Fine, take 'em and get. A decision worthy of a businessman called the Minor King. Your grasp of the situation is outstanding. Well, then we will be taking our colleagues off your hands. Okay, is it just me, or were there more than these 3 that got caught in the last episode? There was like 7 or 8 of them. Getsus, thank you very much. Don't worry, my fellow servant of the king. We are 2 of the 7 sages, are we not? Well then, everyone, I expect that we will meet again somewhere. Sorry to let Team Plasma go after you tracked them down, fellas. So, why don't we cheer ourselves up with a Pokemon battle? Don't keep me waiting. Well, we avoided a fight in the middle of the city anyway. Still, I can't help but think Getsus isn't just an ordinary person. I'm off to go make my Pokemon stronger. I really don't want to lose to that Clay guy. Actually, I'm going to win my gym badge in a flawless victory. I doubt it, Charon. Because Clay is known to be one of the toughest gym fights. Alright, let's head on in. Almost forgot to talk to our buddy Clyde here. I'm sure it was tough dealing with all that right after you arrived here. For now, I'll just give you this. Give us a fresh water, as always. The gym leader Clay uses ground-type Pokemon. Well, just between you and me, ground-type Pokemon aren't good against water-type attacks. Kinda makes me wonder why Clay is living next to water. I mean, some of them do that a lot, like gym leaders do. I mean, Brock seems to be the only sane one. He lives next to a forest where there's bug-type Pokemon. Well, he's at least the first one that comes to my mind. Lieutenant Surge is also another one that does a stupid decision by living next to Diglett's Tunnel. Or Diglett's Cave, whatever it has like different names throughout the games. Okay, Challenger, bring it on. But yeah, there are gym leaders that make stupid decisions like that, saying, oh, I'm putting my gym right here next to a place where you can easily find Pokemon that are strong against mine. Man, do I wish our Mocha knew Bullet Seed right now. The best we can do is Tail Slap. It's still doing some big damage. Yeah, I gave Mocha the scope lens, as you just saw. She got a critical hit there with the tail slap. I never found the silk scarf. I wonder if I missed it or if I can't get it yet. I would have preferred to give her the silk scarf to power up tail slap. But then I lost. Okay, now we have to go down on this one. Now, this gym always kind of annoyed me when I was younger. I always preferred the one in black 2 and white 2. I did not read what he said. Worker done. And of course he has a Crocodile. Okay, he doesn't have Intimidate. That's good. So let's just tail slap again. Oh my goodness, that critical hit. That scope lens is doing work. Dang, Mocha might end up over-leveled for the gym leader. Might have to swap her out. She's like causing chaos here in this gym. I guess let's put Levani up front. Let's go down again. Okay, now we have to go up somewhere. I'm gonna go up right here. That just... This can't be the end, is it? I don't think it is. Clay is at the bottom of the gym, but I will test you to see whether you are skilled enough to face the gym leader. Like, Levani should have an easy time here because I believe she is super effective against everything in this gym. Now, the reason I didn't put Duwad up front was because there's Palpitoads in here. But if Levani hits level 31 before we reach Clay, then yeah, I'll put Duwad up front. So frustrating. Maybe I'm not skilled enough. It's funny how some of the workers in here, or some of the gym trainers in here are workers, office workers. Yeah, we did get to the end already. We only fought like 3 trainers and we're already going down to fight Clay. I didn't think I was going to get through here that fast. Alright, now we'll put Duwad up front. Or Musashi, I guess. Well, I think it's about time to see for myself what it is about your skills that made a gym leader like Elisa take such a shine to you. I love the big emerald stone behind him. And here we go, taking on our 5th gym leader. And Clay starts with a Crocodile. Level 29 Crocodile. Thankfully, we have Scald for this, and he doesn't have Intimidate, thankfully. So be careful if he knocks out your Pokemon, or else you will make him stronger. This Scald should take this thing out in one hit. There we go. Oh, he goes straight to Excadrill. That's surprising. I thought he would have went for a Palpitoad. Oh, we can't use Scald because of Torment. I forgot. So we'll Razor Shell then. And he's already setting up Home Claws. That is not good. Can Razor Shell finish it in one hit? No. We do get a defense drop though, so if he heals here, I'll be sure didn't see that coming. Okay, if he heals here, Razor Shell will knock him out. Oh, we can't use it because of Torment. I keep forgetting. That Crocodile really got us with that. And he does heal. Though Scald could do more damage and burn him, though. I did about the same, but we do get the burn, so Excadrill's attack stat is now cut in half. So I have to go for Razor Shell here. Oh, he heals again. So this Razor Shell is going to knock him out. The Hyper Potion isn't going to heal the burn either. So even if he barely survives, the burn will finish him off. And Musashi is now level 31. And here comes his last Pokemon, Palpitoad. Giving up's the easy way out. If I wanted, I could have given up. I could not finish reading that. I really hate how fast it goes by. I wonder if it's because I have the text speed set to fast. Like, I'm not even pressing any buttons when that shows up either, so that's not making it go by faster either. Palpitoad's using Bulldoze, which we quad resist, so it does nothing. It does lower our speed, though. But I don't think Palpitoad has anything to hit like Tayet with. Yeah, see, he's just trying to Aqua Ring to try and stay alive, but he is not living a Razor Leaf. And down goes Palpitoad, which means we have a new gym badge. Well, I've had enough, and just, oh my gosh, I can't finish reading what that says because it goes by so fast. I'm sorry. I see, but I sure don't like it. For such a youngin', you have an imposing battle style. I know you got people who can dig up your potential. Here, take this. Hilda received the Quake badge from Clay. So this is your 5th badge, huh? If that's so, Pokemon up to level 60 will obey you. Also, I'll give you this TM. Well, that was the plan, but I just remembered there's something I want. Wait, in front of... Yeah, wait in front of the cave at the end of Route 6, would you? So yeah, Clay will not give you the TM yet, because you have to go to Route 6 and meet him there to obtain it. So we didn't see it because we didn't go all the way through Route 6, but there's a cave at the end of Route 6 that is blocked off by spider webs. So I'm going to go heal real quick, and when we come back, we will head on to Route 6. Okay, I'm back and healed up, and we're ready to go on to Route 6. So let's head on over there. Hilda, guess what? Guess what? And we have to face Bianca, apparently. Hey, were you at the gym just now? Oh, hey, that's Driftveil's gym badge. Oh, that's totally cool. That's amazing. No. I can't get distracted being all impressed with your shiny new badge. I'm also a trainer. At times like this, you battle, right? I guess we do. And Bianca, of course, starts off with a Herdier. Still not a Stoutland, because she isn't at level 30 yet. And of course, it has Intimidate. But we're going to hit it with a nice Brick Break, which Steiner learned while training after the last episode. She sends in Musharna now. So let's swap Steiner out for Tayet here. Thankfully, she missed that Hypnosis. Let's go for a Bug Bite here. Doesn't take it out, but it does a lot of damage. I mean, Musharna is a bulky Pokemon. My Pokemon can take that, I'm sure. Well, probably. Let's Bug Bite again. And here comes our starter Pignat. Let's swap out to... You know, let's go with Nazca here. Ooh, the takedown. I didn't see that coming. I figured it would have been a fire... Yeah, a fire move would have hit us there. So we'll go for Psybeam. Down goes Pignat. And here comes Pansage, who Nazca will also be able to take care of with an air cutter. Oh, I lost. $5,600. Oh my goodness. Bianca's loaded. Well, I think it's because Nazca has the amulet coin, actually. I haven't had a Pokemon battle with you in a while, Hilda. You've become totally strong, huh? I'm not that strong, so I don't know how to say it, but I think you're way tuned in to how your Pokemon feel. Oh, you know what? I want to share this HM with you, Hilda. And we get the HM for Fly. So we can now fly back all over the region where we've been already. So we can go back and get items that we missed, or later in the story, we'll probably have to fly back to places we've been to before. My papa gave it to me after he tried to take me home that time. I'm sure it's so I can come home anytime he wants, though. Oh, hey, I have to share this with Charon, too. See you, Hilda. Bye-bye. Alright, bye, Bianca. Alright, let's head on to Route 6. And before we go into the grass, let's use... Let's see, where's our repels at? I know we had super repels because we used one last episode. There they are. Let's use a super repel because we've already captured all the Pokemon here on this route, and we don't want to do that again. I'm gonna try and avoid all the trainers as I can because we're probably gonna be getting new team members soon. Because there are a lot of good Pokemon in the next area. I don't think we can skip this guy. Oh yeah, we can, because he turns away. Oh, why did I do that? I hesitated for a second, and I didn't walk away while he was looking away. Now we have to face Ron and his Deerling. That's one less trainer for us to fight if we get new Pokemon. Yeah, these scientists just use X items before doing anything. It's kind of weird. I must analyze my defeat. I'm pretty certain this area here, yeah, the Season Research Lab, I'm pretty sure you get nothing in here unless you have like one of all four of the Deerling forms. At least on this one. On Black 2 and White 2, you get something. Yeah, there's an item down here, so let's try and get this. It's an elixir. Please look away, ma'am. Thank you. And here you see there are a lot of Pokeballs on the ground right here. These are not all items. I believe only like one of these is an item, but the others are funguses. But this right here will get you a leaf stone. I'm pretty certain the other two are funguses, so we're not gonna mess with them. Let's skip past this ranger here. Chargestone Cave seems like a complicated maze, but actually it's a straight road. And now if you go into this house here, there will be a present here for you. I believe it's her that gives it to you. Miss, here, have this. And she will give you a shiny stone. So if you did not capture a wild Cinccino like I did, you can evolve your Minccino by using this shiny stone on it. Oh dear, your Pokemon, somehow they don't seem well. You should rest here for a little while. You can't go anywhere when you're not feeling well. Yes, so this woman will heal you, so you don't have to go all the way back to the Pokemon Center. What does this old man have to say again? It's about the season to go to the Celestial Tower on Route 7. I have to ring the bell for my Petalil. Yeah, if you know what that means, it's kinda sad. That means his Petalil is no longer with us. I think we're fine not using a repel. I'm certain we won't run into nothing. There we go. And here we are at Chargestone Cave. Like, it changes the Chargestone Cave, but you're not even inside yet. That's kind of weird. But as you approach this, thanks for waiting. Looks like the nest of an electric type Pokemon called Galvantula. Which is funny because you do not find wild Galvantula inside this cave. Don't know why there's a nest here, but if there are folks having problems, the gym leader's the one to fix it. Crocorock, take it out. And this TM's yours. It's my favorite TM, so you can teach it to all of your Pokemon. And we get the TM for Bulldoze, which I might teach to Boldor. It's called Bulldoze. This move does damage and lowers the speed of any Pokemon it hits. Some ground-type Pokemon move a little slower than you'd like. If you use Bulldoze right, you can cover that weakness. I don't know how good you really are, but if you think you can go wherever, and if you think you can do something, keep doing it. Do things how you want. Decide your own limits. Alright, you can now go into Chargestone Cave. Let's see, should we talk to N first? Let's talk to N first before we start capturing stuff. Come. I believe this is the first time we run into these guys. My Lord N, we brought you the one you wanted. Ah, yes. That was the Shadow Triad just now. Getsus enlisted them in Team Plasma. Apparently they were the ones who prepared the Galvantula nest at the cave entrance. Chargestone Cave, I like this place. Formulas express electricity and its connection to Pokemon. If people did not exist, this would be an ideal place. You have been chosen, you know. Does it surprise you I said that? Honestly, no. If you don't understand what that means, it's not likely to surprise you. I told Getsus about you and your friends. After I did, he apparently used the Shadow Triad to find out about you. Charon is pursuing the ideal of strength. Poor Bianca has faced the sad truth that not everyone can become stronger. And you are not swayed either way, more of a neutral presence. Which is apparently a good thing. Team Plasma will be waiting for you ahead. Getsus wants to see what kind of Pokemon trainer you really are. And N walks off deeper into the cave. Okay, let's see if we can find any of the new Pokemon while we take one step and already find something. And it's a Joltik, who is one of the new Pokemon here. Now, does it have the right ability? Okay, it seems like it does because Unnerved did not pop up. I don't know what I can weaken this with. We have Dusk Balls and Net Balls that are going to work good in this cave, so I'm going to just chuck a Net Ball at the Joltik to see if we capture it. When I was talking about abilities, if you want to use a Joltik on your team on this, or Black and White too, make sure you capture one with Compound Eyes. You will not regret it. They attach themselves to large-bodied Pokemon and absorb static electricity, which they store in an electric pouch. And yes, Joltik is 4 inches tall. That is very tiny. And we will avoid giving it a nickname for now. And I'm going to pause here until we find the next new Pokemon in this cave. Which there's like 3 or 4. So I'll be back in a second. And we have found the next new Pokemon in this area, Clink. I'm pretty certain a strength will not knock out Clink, so let's just smack him with one of these. Yeah, see, it didn't do that much. Oh my gosh, I forgot how weird Charge Beam sounds on this game. Oh, he already has Gear Grind. Okay, let's just chuck a Dusk Ball at this. And there we go, we've captured Clink. Interlocking 2 bodies and spinning around generates the energy they need to live. Now, Clink is one I wouldn't recommend using. His moveset is very barren. Alright, I'll be right back once we find the next one. And immediately I do find the next one. That was only like 5 seconds of you guys being paused there. Should I rock tomb? No, let's just strength it. I mean, it has iron barbs, but it's still gonna do more than rock tomb. So yeah, Ferroseed has iron barbs, which hurts anybody that attacks it with physical moves. As you can see there. Ooh, it already has curse too. Yeah, Ferroseed's another grass type I would highly recommend using. It is one of the best defensive Pokemon in the game. Let's just try a Great Ball on him so we don't waste all of our Dusk Balls here. And the last new Pokemon in this cave is very rare. Like, the chances of him showing up are very low. So I might have to go back to the Pokemon Center to like get a Pokemon so I can use like a repel trick to get him to show up easier. They stick their spikes into the cave walls and absorb the minerals they find in the rock. Okay, I'm gonna do like I just said. We're going to pause here and I'm gonna check and see the levels that this Pokemon shows up at. And then I'm going to go get a Pokemon that is close to it in level so I can use a repel trick to try and get one to show up. So I'll be back in a second, guys. Okay, here we are. I finally found it. So what I did was I got our Emolga that we had caught before because it has the static ability. I raised it up to level 27 where it matches Tynamo. That way the only encounters I was likely to get here in the cave would be Joltik and Tynamo, as they're like the only electric types that are level 27 here on the first floor, not right at the entrance. So that will exponentially increase your odds of finding Tynamo here. And Tynamo originally has, I believe, a 1% encounter chance in here. Let me make sure. No, it's 2%. So still pretty low. But yes, we have found Tynamo now, who is a very powerful electric type once it evolves. But what really sucks about it is it doesn't evolve until level 39, so it's gonna be stuck as a Tynamo for a while, and Tynamo doesn't learn any moves aside from the 4 that it already knows. So I would hold off on using it until you can get it to like level 39. Let's go ahead and toss a Dusk Ball at it and see if it catches it. No problem. And we're good. And I'm sure you guys can see we have Joltik on the team now too. And Sock's missing. That's because we have Emolga with us right now. That is why Sock is missing. These Pokemon move in schools. They have an electricity generating organ, so they discharge electricity if in danger. And I will not be giving a nickname to Tynamo yet. And with that, we will be ending off today's episode right here. When we come back next time, we'll go through Chargestone Cave, as well as probably capture any Pokemon on the next route, if we have time for it. Because we're getting close to the 6th gym already. But we have a few things we have to do before we can take on that gym. And Joltik will be a nice help at that gym. But I will see you guys next time for more Pokemon White.